So the name Kolaimni means connecting with the healing light. And like I said, it's the universal light, that first manifestation. And that first manifestation is what the entire universe is made of. And this is our essence. And to not be able to be in contact with that is impossible. We might not be in contact with it consciously, but thinking, I wonder if I can be in touch with this, is as if a drop of water wondered, I wonder if I can be wet. It's just as silly. Of course the drop of water can be wet. It is wet. And we are being, there's just no way out. We just don't know it. And Kolaimni gives us a technique.
And how do you write it?
Kolaimni is Kolaimni. And it means connecting with the healing light.
Okay, and it is
connecting with the light.
It's something the Native Americans did? Or?
She got that knowledge. She got that knowledge in a most unexpected way. It was a channel experience that lasted 6 years, where she received a lot of techniques for everything. So the basic of Kolaimni is that the person who practices it connects with that light that we made of. So we can't miss it. And then we connect with the person we're going to provide Kolaimni for, either in the flesh body, and we will put our hands over the person, or distance. And I don't like to use the word distance because in the field of the light there is no such a thing as distance or time. So it's enough to change frequency, because that's what it is, change of frequency. Once we're in that other frequency, we can reach anybody across the globe. And I'm tempted to say, that's an experiment I would like to do one day. Why not somebody in the space station? It's being.
Of course, it doesn't matter, the distance.
So it's something, I've not done it, obviously. Don't have access to the people in the space station. But working distance is something that I have to do all the time, because people are fun.
People in India and in the Netherlands and everywhere in America, you can give healing now?
Yeah.
In Turkey too?
Yeah.
So at once, in one shot, we can give healing to...
Well, the thing is that, when you connect with one person, you can connect with one person. Then in the advanced courses, there are 3 courses at the moment. In the advanced level, you can learn to work on several people at the same time. So you learn to connect with several people, and then everybody in one body, and just work on. It's very convenient, very practical. Again, I'm a practical person. I like what works. So the results are enormous. But when you think of the tool is enormous.
Okay, it is.
It is huge.
Let's try. Let's try my mother. She's in the Netherlands. She don't know anything about what you're doing. I think I don't explain her, and let's see what happens.
First of all, I have to ask her permission.
Oh, okay.
So there are 2 ways of asking permission. One is by saying it, but if you're working on a newborn, you can't ask.
Okay.
But you have to.
Yeah.
You have to respect free will. It's essential.
That's true. That's
It
true.
just can't.
Yeah.
And a newborn is a soul, is a person. So, or if you're working on somebody in a coma, you have to knock before you enter. That's a matter of respect. So, but I can ask spirit to your mother if she would allow me. And I tell you, if she says no, I will feel like I walked in the stone wall. It will block me like boom.
And then I need to save you?
No, you don't need to save me. I'm in the light, I'm okay.
Okay.
No, but then I won't do it.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Simple. Then we do another experiment.
Yes. But I can do it on you.
Yes, of course. Why not?
So, okay, so I do
Yes,
it on you.
of course.
All right, I get ready.
Je connais ta démarche. Viens ils sont tranquilles. Mais viens t'allonger avec nous si tu veux. Viens t'allonger avec papa là, si tu veux. Viens contre moi si tu veux.
Now I've connected with you. There's air. Air coming up.
Really? Meaning?
It could be digestion, or it could be things that need to be said that haven't been said.
Okay.
Throat is.
Yes.
Throat can be. Throat can be communication,
Bon non, il est moins 10.
I'm communicating all the time.
or it could be some digestion. But I don't try to interpret it. It's not for me to give a diagnosis. I just noticed that I started burping.
Okay.
So I shared it.
Yeah.
But so when we connect, and then the process of Kolaimni is that we do, which I won't be doing, obviously now. We do a light massage. So what happens is, crown chakra opens, and light comes out through the palm of the hand and the fingertips.
Okay.
And so then we do a massage of light above, about an inch above, 2 centimeters
Oh yeah.
above the body, and we do the whole body. We start with the feet, do the whole body, do the whole front of the body, work on the chakras as we go, and then turn the person and do the whole back. And then when we're done, of course, we separate, which I'm going to do now, and close everything.
Okay.
And so it's easy, very easy. And but the thing is, we really get. I mean, you see, I got an immediate response. Immediate response. I connected with you. 3 bubbles came up, not 4, not 5. 3 bubbles came up, and it's the information that we get on the person we're working on. It is, it's quite amazing. But what is important is not what the person who gives it feels. Couldn't care less what I feel. What matters is what you feel. Do you feel better? That's all that matters, is results. Again, practical. Results are important, and we get really good results with Kolaimni. It's amazing, and it's simple. Everybody can do it, and the nice thing too is that there are different protocols. So, for example, there are 2 protocols for emotional problems. There's one protocol for fear. Fear, we all know, fear is a disaster, and it goes deep, deep, deep. When you start analyzing a problem, at the bottom of it, usually you find fear. So, well, it says in the Veda, fear is born of duality. So unless you're in being, you're in duality. And there is reason for fear, because anything you look at is not yourself. So if it's not me, I'm going to be a little cautious. But if it's me, if it's the same thing as me, well, there's no problem. I know who I am. So then I don't need to be afraid. So the protocol for fear is very important. We have protocols for, what else do we have? Reduction of pain, insomnia. There's very advanced protocols for cancer, for all kinds of things like that, fractures, all kinds of things like that. And it's always working with the light, always the light, the light, the light. That's the tool.
And for how long are you practicing this healing method now?
I started in '96, so that's 23 years when I learned from Michi.
96?
96.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she trained me as a teacher, so I could teach it to anybody. And then she passed. In September will be 2 years.
Okay.
And she left the job of continuing to spread this technique, because really the world needs it, to 5 of us, and I'm one of them. So I basically took upon myself to spread it through Europe. That's my goal.
Can you compare the whole thing with Ho'oponopono?
It's totally different.
Yeah?
Yes, Ho'oponopono is a really good technique, but it's totally different because really Kolaimni is mechanical. It's a friction. You know, when you come to think about it, I mean, the light, some people see it, especially the kids. The kids often see it. I don't. But that's okay, it's there just the same, you know. If I pick up my phone, I don't see the waves coming into my phone, but it works.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. So if it works, it means something is coming into the phone, otherwise I wouldn't hear your voice. Same thing with Kolaimni, it works. So it is very mechanical. It is the light that comes out of your hand that rubs on the light body. And in the light body, you have every single healing mechanism that is embedded in that light body. And that friction, light against light, stimulates it, and then it kicks in. So there is going to be an improvement. Now, sometimes the improvement is not going to be where we expected, because the light and the body are going to react according to what the body wants to do. So sometimes it's happened to me not long ago, a lady who called me to work on her knee and her shoulder. I took 3 sessions to get the knee to let go of the pain. But the thing is that there was a lot of emotional problems. So the work had to be done on the emotional before the body could let go of the emotional pain and then work on the, improve the knee.
Yeah.
And so you never know what the body is going to do with it. The body heals itself. We just, the Kolaimnist is just here to help the process. That's it. Just to allow the body to get going, because we got, the body has got the means to heal itself.
Yeah.
Just needs to help it, just activate it.
Yes.
That's all.
Great.
So I would like to invite you who are looking at this video right now to do a little experiment. Because very often, if we haven't had an introduction to healing and to the power of the hands, we go, I don't know if I can do that. Well, yes, you can. That's the answer. But I would like to start you on that path, if you will humor me. What I would like you to do is to hold your hands about like this and just close your eyes. So forget about everything else. Just put your attention on your hands and notice how it feels inside and outside. That little boy was. Ça m'énerve. Just to calm down. So let's do it again. So we'll put our hands like this, close our eyes, and see how it feels inside. And then we're going to bring our hands apart and see if the sensation is different. And then we bring them back. And again, see how it feels. Is the sensation the same inside the hand or on the outside of the hand, on the back of the hand? Because it should be if there is nothing. There's just air. If there is only air, then the sensation should be exactly the same inside and outside. But is it? Let's do it again. Bring our hands apart. Note this sensations. Bring them closer. Note the sensations. You can do that several times. And very often,
Tu veux que je te les envoie?
not to say every time, we feel something, some like a ball in there, which is not out there. So it's not air. Because if it were air, it'd be everywhere. And often people say it's like thicker air. There's an energy there. And that's just our own. That is just our own. So like I said, no wonder it's a strong tool. When I teach, when Michi gave us guidelines for teaching, she said it should be done in 2.5 days. So usually I teach on the weekend. Friday night, a couple of hours, just to get an idea of what we're going to be doing. And then Saturday, Sunday, all day, we go straight to practice. I demonstrate how we do it, and then we work. Teams of 2, one on the table. I use massage tables, because otherwise it breaks my back. So then I'm the one who needs it, and I don't like that. So one on the table, one who follows the instruction, and then we do it, and then we change teams, and we do the whole weekend like that. And it is an experience in this sense that we learn to function differently. Especially during that first weekend, we learn to work at a distance. And that's not something we're familiar with for most people. And working at a distance, the experience of it is a little bit like, you know, when there's a wave and it hits a pier or a dike or something, then there's all the little droplets of water that fly in the air. Those little droplets of water are very finite, very individual. If they were looking at each other, they could go, oh, this is not me, this is another drop of water. When we work with Kolaimni, we learn to function as a current. There is no more droplet of water. There is just current. There's just light. And so in the light, my light body, your light body, is just light. And so it's definitely a different paradigm that we're entering. It's a different frequency that we become familiar with. It's a different experience. And it gives us a broader and more real experience of life. Because life is not just finite. Life is found in layers everywhere. And so we just peel off one layer and discover another one, a deeper one. And it's wonderful. So if you ever feel like you want to discover it, you can check my website. It's Kolaimni, like I said, it's spelled KOLAIMNI.info. That's all there is to it. I wish you a wonderful day.
Thank you, Marilyn.
You're welcome.
Attention aux bières.